Hello, warm welcome to part 2 of this epilogue of, it's bigger than Star Wars this episode, isn't it? Anyway, it's part 2, we'll crack on, we'll continue where we were left off, and well, we'll just go with the flow and we'll see how long this one lasts. So I'll meet you aboard and enjoy the rest of this episode. Bye for now. Right, now this exercise has got a little bit out of hand because the pipe obviously isn't as long. I shouldn't have cut it yet, I should have left it as it was and then draped it. However, fortunately, I have got these brass 90-degree angles and I've just pushed them on. So I've extended it and it's going over there. So it's actually going to be doing far more than it would in real life because it's only got to go to there. So I've got a tub for the water to go into. I couldn't use the orange bucket, it had rubbish in it and plaster, and it had a hole in it, so it was a definite no for that. And I don't want any grit and bits going in there, I want fresh water. So I've got water in there, I've got water on reserve, I've got it all piped up, I've got my wires here ready to plug onto the battery. So we're all systems go here, and I don't know how fast it's going to go. As you can see, the pipe is absolutely bone dry, so I've not tried this out yet, so this is going to be fun. Well, it is going to be fun for me anyway. Right, where can I put you? Shall I put you there? Put you there and there. Now does that, I can't see. Can you see everything? Probably not. I don't know, maybe you should be, oh, I don't know where to put you. Put you on the battery maybe. You sit on the battery without falling over. I can move the bucket. So you can see that. I'll move the bucket to about here, assuming it'll go. So I can't hold it and show you because I've got to hold the power onto the battery. Well, I don't know whether I do or I don't. Well, let's start with that first, because if that water goes down, it's obviously going to go down in there. So, right, I don't know how fast it's going to empty, so I think I'll have that off there. Stay, don't fall. In fact, I might have you up there. I'll probably kick you over in panic mode. Right, well. So, I've got blue, I think I used, that was the live. So we'll put grey onto there, like so. And then, you ready guys? Jesus, that's going down quick. Hell. Wow. Right, well, I might have to bring, you wouldn't have seen what I've just witnessed. Oh, you might have, but that water went down so fast, I don't think I could get to that in order to fill it up so fast. Wow. That is amazing. Right, well, Jesus, I'm going to have to fill that up. Could have done with a bigger bucket, really. Well, I'm pretty sure it's working. can't believe how quick that's gone. Let's try and get another one in. Squeeze another. I think we've only got one shot at this, guys. There's no leaks anywhere. And that pipe is complete. Oh, there's the water level. Wow, that shocked me. I mean, it shouldn't really shock me because it's supposed to pump out fast. So that's brimming. That's where the water level is. That split second I did it, look where the water is there. It's not got down to there yet, that's bone dry. But that, in that split second, has shot all the way around to there. So I would say that that is a really good, pretty good pump. I mean, it depends on how big the hole in the boat is. Not that we want one, but... Shall I put you down here so you can see how quick that's pumped? Sorry, I'm jerking it around. I need to put you on a stand. There we go. Right. Watch how fast this goes. Go. Positive, which is over there, negative. You ready? Wow. Wow. So that was 3 litres, 1.5 pump. That's 3 litres, that. No, it wasn't, it was more, because there was water in the bucket already. Actually, it was 4.5, that was 4.5 litres of water in that space of time. Give or take, maybe 4, because there's still some in the bottom of there. So you can see how quick. You can see how quick that went. I could do that again, couldn't I? Oh. Let's put you on there. So what we'll do is we'll watch. There's a kink in that. You can watch that, I think, next. See how fast. 4 litres of water. Maybe you could time it, guys. 3, 2, 1, go. There you have it. Right, well, so I actually think that was a good little experiment, Mr. Butterworth. I think that was a great one. Right, well, I think now I can fix that in place, knowing we've got it on, we've got the proof, knowing that that works. So we can put that into place, and well, maybe we could stick it down and have it permanent. I might not yet. I think I'll leave it loose for now, that it's easy enough to actually stick, but we can anchor, we can definitely anchor the pipe work, etc., and get that fixed into place. I'm extremely happy with the fact that it pumped really high and then into there, no problem at all. It was pretty quick. So all good on the western front. So I'll put you back there and I'll do a bit of clearing up. Is that fair? Good. You can have a break now. Thank you for watching. Right, okay, so the next plan of action is these two bilge pumps, and we need to extend the cables. We've got these now, which are the things that actually activate these. They've arrived, so that's good. So we can connect these up. Now that has been an issue with the pipes that I've got, so I have ordered some more to come in, and there's two options. I've ordered the pipes and the actual through fittings as well. They came as a package, so I've ordered those as well. So there's two things. One is I can either try and connect to that and take that off, because the pipes that are coming are slightly thicker. Now it may fit that, it might not fit that. If it doesn't, then that whole thing's going to have to come out, and so is that one over there. That shouldn't be too much of an issue, and it shouldn't do too much damage on the exterior, because at the end of the day that still needs another coat of paint anyway. So we'll wait for those. They are due to come today, and I think they'll probably come, they were supposed to come as usual by midday, haven't done, so hey ho. They'll have to go on maybe tomorrow, Friday. So that's it really. That's already done, that, which is good. So I shall carry on, and I shall put some cables onto these two, and we'll take it from there. Oh, I've also ordered some more things. What else have I ordered that has not arrived? Some more cabling for the batteries, because we're going to have obviously a leisure and a starter battery for the engine, so we need even thicker ones to marry those two up. I've ordered two bus bars as well, because the two bus bars are going to live on the exterior of the boat. It's going to take the thicker cables to that, and then everything else that feeds, because at this moment in time, because I'm not using any other source of power other than from the battery and the alternator, I am going to consider putting up a solar panel and having that attached, but that won't really affect the system that I'm putting in place at the moment. So what I'm trying to say is all the earths go back to the batteries. So it is, once you've got familiar with the pattern of how to wire things up, it starts to become more and more, it's like riding a bike. The more you do it, the more it becomes more familiar, and the more you're not scratching your head. It's sinking in very slowly. So I'm waiting for some more bits to come. So other than that, I'll crack on with that, and I will see you shortly. Bye for now. Right, welcome back. So bilge pumps have now got extended tails on them. They're not going to live there permanently, they're just out of the way, but as you can see, the tails are now all sort of quite long, with the exception of that one, which doesn't need, well, none of them need to be, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the switches for those somewhere around here. So obviously I'll put some switches and then I can switch them on onto auto as you're exiting the boat, and job will be a good one. So one is going to eventually live here, as I said to you, I think, in part one. And one, I think, is going to live here because I'm saying the likelihood, if there is ever going to be any water ingress or failure in any way, it's going to be from that there. And if there's going to be quite a substantial amount of water coming in, then two of those, hopefully, touch wood, will take care of it. And that's of course while I'm not on the boat. So I'm going to do a bit of tidying up now because obviously the pipes should have arrived by now at home, but I'm not going to go there and then come back to put them on. I'll do them tomorrow. So I'm just going to tidy up the cabling around here so then it doesn't get trodden on. So we're just going to neaten things off so then we can see wood for trees and everything will be put in its place. So that is that, and then after that I'm going to tackle the cabling for the toilet because that needs to be done. So whether I get the toilet bit done today or not, I don't know, because it's now 3:30. I'll probably do this and then come away, come back tomorrow, continue, put the pipes on there, and then do that, I think. And then well, then I can put part 2 on because I don't know how long that's going to be. So until then, bye for now. Okay, so just before I do go home today, this is roughly how the wiring and everything's going to be. I've secured the cabling around and now it's a case of securing the pipe work as well. So I think I'll probably paint and fiberglass this piece of ply into place, and that acts as a good bridge, and then that can then sit in front of that so it's not interfering with me dropping down and getting to places. It's not going to interfere with that. And then of course the other one, which is that one, oh, I've got the wrong way around actually, that's the one with the bigger tails on, so that can live there, and then this one will live there like so. So you'd have, from this point of view, you'll see it would look like that, and that way I can drop through the hatch, land on the floor, and I can gain access without interfering with anything around me. That's the theory. So until tomorrow, have yourself a lovely evening, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye for now. It is Friday the 17th and we are back, albeit in the afternoon. Seems to be a trend that is taking place. Nevertheless, you know what? When I'm here, I'll do a bit of work. So what has arrived via Jeff Bezos' company? We have got a through thing, and we've got some pipe work times 2, because we want one for there and one for there, and one is going there and one is going there. So, oh, and we've got 2 meaty bus bars. Those are going to be located somewhere, yet to be decided, because those bus bars are going to be the transition between the smaller wires, the medium thick wires, and the very thick wires. So as we progress towards where all the power source is coming from, we end up with the correct thickness of cables. That's the theory. so they can go live in the stock room, which is here. They can live there. That has arrived, so we've now got a matching pair, one red, one black, and we've got that cable, and I'm also using this cable as well at the moment. So things are all here, apart from soldering iron just isn't working so well, so I've had to order a new one, and I've ordered a more powerful one. So that is coming between 2 and 7 today, and it is 3:15, and I've waited so long. I decided I'd wash every car that I had. They still hadn't arrived, so I thought, sod it, I'll come down to the unit and I'll do a bit of work. And I think I'm going to concentrate on, actually I was going to concentrate on those two, but I'm not. I'm going to tackle something that I keep talking about and not do anything about, and that is the power source from the toilet out through here and out here, and that's what I'm going to do. So grab yourself a cup of tea, or a coffee for that matter, or an aperitif depending on what time you are watching this, and sit back and watch me rummaging around on the floor. Stay tuned. Right, okay, you know when I said I was going to do the toilet wiring, well, this is what you have to do when you want to do the toilet wiring, is you have to completely gut the place and put everything over there, because you know when you start putting things together and forget to put cables in, thinking, oh, that'll be easy, I can just do that there. No, you can't, because as you start putting everything in and getting everything looking nice, it gets more and more difficult to put the cables in. So I've had to take everything out, which has taken me ages to get out without damaging things. So the method of this is not going to go underneath the floor, because it's virtually impossible to get past this point here. So I'm going to have to go round the houses. So it's going to go across there, up there, that way, along there, out of there, and then it's going to follow all its friends in that tube all the way around, and then around and back over there. And that, my friends, is the only way it's going to go without cursing too much. So, and I haven't got those, you know, those cable things that you can attach your wires to and push through. It's so tight along that corner there that I can't get anything through there. So when I put the blue pipe through, I put that through at a very early stage where I had no kitchen or anything, and I had a hole there, and I could push it through, and I can get it through the tightest of gaps. Now, of course, I can't, so I'm having to go around the houses to get to where I want to be. So there we go. These are the things that happen on a boat when you're restoring them. And also I need some new cable. I need some thick cable, that thick, because I don't want to use the cable that I have used for the lights, which is slightly thinner gauge. I think if it's going to be powered, it needs to be a thicker gauge. And I haven't got any. I've only got the grey and the blue that I'm using at the moment. Well, I need a red and a black just to get, for the point of visual, you know, having red and black, so then it's easier to follow and maintain. So I now need to get myself some red and some black in this gauge, and I don't know what it is, but I will find out, I'm sure. So there's the update, and I will see you shortly. Saturday the 18th. Look, listen. Absolutely nothing going on apart from the birds singing. These are the days that you want on an industrial estate. Peace and quiet. Even the bead factory, which is there, is not whirring away in the background. We have some more goodies. Yes, Jeff Bezos sent me some more goodies. And excitingly, we have the following. Where shall I put you? Shall I put you here? There, that'll do. That'll do. Oh, we do like presents. My wallet doesn't. My bank account definitely does not. This, look at this, baby. Oh, that, I think, looks rather nice, don't you? Lovely. Even with a blue light on it to match the rest of the blueness. And as I've said to you before, this would be in Swahili. It's the only way I could put it. A couple of weeks ago, not anymore. That looks straightforward to me now. Which is the best thing of all. Yes, I know that it's got instructions here, which is good. But even reading that, that would be in Swahili. Not anymore. So we have our bank of switches. I would have dearly liked the God, I've forgotten the bloody name again. The bilge pump switches. I would have loved them to have arrived, but they haven't yet, because I've only just, well, I'm saying I've only just ordered them. I ordered them a couple of days ago. But the next parcel isn't really something that is well, it is for the boat, but it isn't for the boat. It's a tool, and it's a more powerful soldering iron, which will do the job better than I've been attempting before. So that will be good. That can go back in there. Doesn't have to be packed away because it's going to be used. That can go over there. And finally, we have some more electrical tape in various shades. So it makes it all neat and simple, and it looks semi-professional. Not that it is. And finally, we've got some, I think this is 14 gauge. Is it for? No, it's not 14 gauge. It's 2 mil. I think this is a 2 mil cable. It says it on it. Why don't you read it, Phil? 14 AWG, which is gang, is it? Possibly, I don't know. 14 AWG, and then it is 200 Celsius, so it is pretty much heat resistant. So these are to be attached to the other cables that lead to the toilet that is completely dismantled. So I think that's the first thing to do. Let's get that. Let's get those tails into place, clip them into place on the toilet, get the toilet back in, because it's looking a mess in there. You can hardly move. let's get that back in, screwed into place, and then we know we're all good to go and we can put that to bed. That is going to be the next job. So, might be a small job, but it is Saturday, and oh, little steps, Phil, little steps. So I'm going to put my water up there, and I'm going to get my ducks in a row like I normally do, and I will see you aboard, because, well, it's going to be, I was going to stick the radio on as well, but you'll get involved as well. You will be there, and I will show you bit by bit what I've learnt with the switches, because at one time I wouldn't have a clue, but now it's starting, the fog is lifting, and I'm starting to realise where things go. And when I look at the item, I'm thinking, yeah, you don't look that technical. I can see wood for trees. So, see you aboard, and bye for now. And welcome aboard. So, as I said when we were down there, I'm going to marry up the grey and the blue, and now the red and the black together. And I'm using a bit of green tape, and I'm sort of making a mini loom. I find that if you break, well, for me personally, every type has got, you know, they've all been wrapped together, so all the lights on the right hand side of the boat have been wrapped together, or the left have been wrapped together in their own entirety. The bilge pumps are all together, and now the toilet is now together, like mini looms, aren't they, really? So if you, I mean, this is the way I feel like it's easier for me to understand, because, you know, if you've got a mass of wires everywhere, it's difficult to understand what goes where. I know, yes, you can, no, yes, I know you can label each tail as you go along, but I find that if you group all the cables together that are to one item, say, then at least if you're going to troubleshoot on the boat, at least you can figure all the wires that are relating to the item that, say, is not working. You can trace them rather than being them individual, if you know what I mean. You do know what I mean. Plus, of course, it's easier for me to understand as well, because as you well know, I'm not very good at wiring. So I am just making a mini loom. I'm hoping that they're going to go in that conduit thing where the rest of them are. I think they will. Getting in a bit of a rat's nest. Right, while I get that unravelled, I will see you after I've done that. Bye for now. Right, so I've got them in there like so. So I think I'm going to put some of this, because it's resting on top of wood there and there. I'm hoping I can get some conduit down there, and then it'll obviously drop through there and then into the back of the toilet. So that's the theory anyway. I forgot that I've got tails up here for the you can see the tails for the hot and cold, which are going to lead on to there. We've got the waste to there, yet to be connected at the back of there. So all looking good at this stage. So we're going to get these wrapped up, tucked away, and then we'll move on to the next step. So stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back. Little update. Tails are in, cables should I say, with the actual stuff around it. So they lead to there. So that will be underneath the toilet. There's no point doing putting the toilet back in just yet, because I want to get these connected up and then put back into place, because as I've done in the past, I've obviously put things into place and then decided, you know what, that's fine, I don't need to do any more. I've left that light on all that time. And yet I'm having to pull stuff out, so I need to obviously put everything together, make sure everything is all good, and then screw everything back into place. The pipe that leads off there that I want to go into the sink, the pipe is too small, so I'm going to have to find either a reducer, or I'm going to have to get rid of that and put in a bigger one and use something like I bought for that one and that one, such as this, because it comes ready-made with everything that goes with it. So it might be just easier to do that, but there we go, that's that. So the cabling comes out. I've kept it separate. I decided not to put it into here because as my research has gone on, having too many cables together and then covered doesn't help them heating up, and also it reduces the ampage apparently as well. So I've kept them separate because there's obviously quite a few there, and there's now quite there's quite a few there. So I've doubled down on them and moved them across, as you can see, and they go into the bulkhead there. I've also tidied up the piping as well, so everything is nice and neat. What I am going to do is I'm going to label the top one and the bottom one, describing what's exactly inside there. So if anybody, I mean obviously I know, but anybody in the future needs to know which loom, as I will call them, what's inside them, then they'll clearly see it here, because everything will be built and they'll be in here with a torch. So they are neatly put into place, as is that. That's nice and neat, so they're safe. I've had to go round that because I'm still not sure what that is, but I'm definitely not going to chop it out. And then it obviously leads into there, and that's where the tail is there. And while I've been doing all that, I've obviously the switch, those nice switches are going to have to go on there. Now I don't want to cut a hole through there, because I'm going to end up with all the wiring through this side, so I don't want to do that. And I also don't want to put the switches down below, because you'd have to open the cupboard. Sorry, you blinded you then. You'd have to open the cupboard and then switch them down there. So the switches need to be put on here, but I'm going to have to build it out and make some sort of oak face around here, so everything that is needed to be on the face can be switched, but aesthetically it's got to look good as well. So that's going to have to be made. I'm going to have to come up with some sort of idea where I can incorporate the switches, and maybe up on the top section, unless I decide to put a heater there, but then No, I won't put a heater there. I'm still going to try and get a heater somehow over out there, because I think it would work. But that's for another day. So I could put a spice rack, build a spice rack within the everything that's going to be used there, and I think that would be quite nice. Or even maybe something that would come out and you could hook up cups. Or I'll have a look on Pinterest, because Pinterest has got some crazy novel ideas that might be useful for that. So that's it really for a Saturday. It is now 20 to 4. I've got other things I need to do at home, so I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to go back and I'm going to find a reducer, etc., for that sink in the corner, and take it from there. So all the cable is in now, so that's cool. I'm happy with that. And then maybe what am I doing tomorrow? No, I'm chefing at my daughter's tomorrow, so that's definitely out. Roast dinner for them. So it will be Monday when I get back on the boat, and then I think I'll start putting the bus bars in and then linking up some of these cables, and hopefully the bilge pump switches will be in which case they can be actually wired but left dangling, because those are going to go hopefully around here somewhere where you can switch them as you leave the boat. That's my idea. So there'll be a panel or something, but there's no point bolting them to it. I could put a temporary one, I suppose, couldn't I, and just screw it to there. And then they're out of the way. But yeah, the bilge pumps are definitely going to go there. And then, well, it's just a jigsaw, isn't it? I suppose I've just got to keep going. I think I've got to concentrate on the inside and finish the inside, and then concentrate on the outside, because I don't want to do what I've just done with the toilet, and that is find that I need to dismantle everything and then put stuff in. I need to make sure that that's all done. That cooker, Shane's going to come back hopefully and get that plumbed in. There's a 240 volt issue, because it's got a standard UK plug on the back of that. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with that in the way of reducing the power on one of those Victron boxes and things like that. I still got to figure one of those out. It's possible to do, but I have got somewhere, I'm sure it's in that cupboard down there, I've got one of those short boxes where it's fused and everything, and you literally screw it to the side of your boat. It's got a cable that runs off the boat, and you could plug it in. I can't see me using that electric, to be perfectly honest, on there. It's going to be mainly the gas, but it's a good option. I could just plug it in if there's shoreline, if there's power offshore, then maybe I could just rig it so you could plug it in, and it's got its own fuse box. So I'll show you that next week if I can find it, because I'm sure it's been there for about 10 years. But anyway, there we go, waffling on again as per usual. So I will see you on Monday. I wonder if I should just put this on now, because I'm sure this will be over an hour as well. I can't remember if there's any more content. Yeah, I think I will actually. I'll put this on. So what I will do is I'll call it a day for this, and then we'll start fresh on Monday and Tuesday. So thank you very much for persevering in part 1 and part 2, and please like and subscribe. I know it's not been ultra interesting, but you know, this is what restoring a boat is all about, and I am a novice, as you well know. And I am trying my best to do it as safely and as good as possible. So until next time, I will see you then. Bye for now.